Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and healer, and so much more. So part of the so much more is that I do these videos for monthly forecasts for obviously the month ahead. So when I say forecast, so this one is for the sign of Capricorn for the month of May 2020. So when so anyway, I better carry on with my introduction. So thank you first of all to those of you who are here are watching this video and have supported me by subscribing to my channel, my YouTube channel, and or liking anything and commenting. So that would be really cool. If you continue to do that, that would be awesome. But also for those of you who haven't and are new here, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And or give me a thumbs up if it resonates with you, and it might not resonate with you till next month because this is a forecast. So, but or if you like what I do, and also if you are watching this on Facebook, I do invite you to like my page and or the reading if it's something that you like what I do. So I feel like I'm babbling on a little bit at the moment. So. Anyway, there may be something that's going on with you about that. In fact, there is something that's going on with you with some of yous out there that are of Capricorn. And that's so I have a little giggle because they're trying to lighten the energy up, okay, for you. Okay, so anyway, like I say, these are for Capricorn, and for this, it could be Capricorn is in your chart somewhere, with yours could be Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So check out one of the other signs of this if you don't understand this, to maybe get a little bit more clarification, and you might want to do that during the month of May. So you are the third to last that I'm working with this month. Today is the 1st of May, Friday the 1st of May here in New Zealand. So so I'm just going to get on with it. So that's the other thing. Okay, so the other thing is too, before I move on, is that if you don't know what your other signs are in your chart, then there's a calculator, there is a link to a website that has a calculator where you can work that out, okay, and the instructions are there. So anyway, that's all I feel I needed to catch everybody up with. Okay, awesome. Anyway, so there may be a little bit of a knee-jerk, energy around you at the moment, because it's like all of a sudden they want to stop or shut me up, and I feel like it's like stop talking, because you may be overthinking things or over talking things, and stop your mind. There's a complete because when I tune in to each star sign, I do a little visualization or a meditation, and to link in with the energy of each star sign. Of course, this is you at the moment, Capricorn, and I kept hearing Pentacles. Okay, so I'm thinking, wow, this is interesting. And anyway, so there's a complete turnaround, and I feel like, in the sense, there either needs to be a complete turnaround in how you're thinking, where your thinking is coming from, or there is just a complete turnaround in the way that you're thinking for some of you. And I feel like that is because something in this month in May is something becomes more crystal clear to you about because I'm hearing family members, and it's because this is all about ourselves, okay, or yourself. There's that thing, sorry but not sorry. Okay, that song. Who's that girl? Demi. I've forgotten her name. Devato. Anyway, so there's that sort of energy that's coming through too as well. Where they're going with that. So it's maybe that you're a little bit like, where am I going with this? And they're just saying, because they're just slowing you down. Okay, and it's like getting out of your head, because there's something like that you brew up and you've held on tightly, because the first, okay, I'm just like, yeah, okay. the first card that came out is the, which is your, the theme is like holding on too tightly, okay? And so that is the Four of Pentacles in there. So there's something in there where in May, where this is actually in April, like right now for some of yous, where you may be holding on too tightly. And the theme I feel like is around money, because the money is, Pentacles is about money, wealth, financial wealth and health, and career and work and that sort of thing. So there may be something going on with you about that. So at the moment, where is it? Especially, over the last month or so. So they're just saying, to not hold on too tightly about ideas from the old, basically. So there's something that you're working through that you need to let go of, or let know of. It's about, because there's let go of in the way that we make money, in the way that, because it's like, okay, they're giving me like an example of like me doing like YouTube and thousands, millions of others as well. And, using you and working with YouTube, or using YouTube as their platform for their, wealth. And so there are different ways of how we can make money. So like for me is like I'm going into this YouTube thing, and it's something that I've been drawn to do in order to create so I can share free stuff. And information, but also to expand myself and my business as well. But this whole YouTube thing is really, and I can see why it's, a lot of people are doing this full time, because you have to, if you're serious about it, and to make money from it. So for people who are really famous, it's different. But, for the likes of me that are starting up and creating something new and sharing something, it is, whatever it is, whoever it is, it could be a product or whatever, or a service of some sort. It's like there's a lot more to it, and it's not until you get into it do you figure that out. So there's this, I'm not saying that's what is going on with you, but there may be, it's kind of like what they're talking about there is looking beneath what it is and looking outside of the box of different forms and streams and ways how we can make money to live in this light, in this world and on this earth. And there's more than, there are different ways and streams of, creating an income. So I kind of feel like that's where the idea of is where this is holding on too tightly. And so there's this thing about like letting you outside of the box. So it's like your intention. If you're going to go and do whatever it is that you're going to do, it could be something, whether you're a builder and you may be looking at doing building, or you may be looking at, working from, building stuff or creating something from home. Could be an artist. That's, something that you're wanting to bring into your life, and it may be something not necessarily that you have to give up your job at the moment, but it's something to work towards though. But as you develop yourself, it's more like the courage, having the courage to just step out and do something which was going to you're going to end up gaining confidence. And, confidence is sometimes, it's a continued working on thing there. It's like for even myself, and I know for others that not just do this, but do other work in their form. It's like keeping in their form. Okay, I don't know where they've got form, but it's just like, because there are lots of people's thoughts and opinions about how income is, is brought in or worked for, how we work it. So, but it seems to be working around that. So I feel like there's some sort of a breakthrough. It could be too that for some of you that there is a holding of money and holding on too tightly. So the other thing is like when we do that, we don't look outside of the square. That's all we're going to end up with. So that's why they're talking about, opening up the mind, okay, about how that could, it could happen, and manifestation, okay. Because at the end of the day, they tell me that you know, like Spirit Capricorn, you know, there's like, this is about grounding, but you're good manifestors, and we are all good manifestors when our head is in the right space. When our heart is in the right space, when our emotions are in the right space. So it's finding that, you know, that connection with our solar plexus, with our, you know, our emotions, and not running overboard where it runs too much with the emotion in not a good way. So our emotions, you know, it's lining it all up for the greater good of one and all, and not having any fear in there or disbelief in there. It's like, you know, that oneness. So anyway, so it's kind of that sort of thing. So that's where the Four of Pentacles is the theme for the month of May. Is in looking at that and allowing yourself to open yourself up, but your mind up to opening up the purse strings and not holding too tightly with them. It's not, say, going out and buying, you know, all sorts of stuff, but it's like changing the energy with it, okay? And that, you know, having faith that things will turn around. And that's where I feel like this crystal clear, or something's going to change or come in, where you will have this change of thinking, or, you know, not for some of you it won't be a complete turnaround. For some of you it will be, and some of you it will be, because it's like a shift in the way, but it's not like a full shift. It's like throughout the month you will end up having almost, I feel like for a lot of you, is what, you know, the Capricorn is saying, the energy there in the Spirit is saying, is by the end of the month you will have figured it out, and you will be a lot less tight with it. Okay, cool. Because here's the thing, Six of Wands has come in. So the Six of Wands, there's something moving, or there's something that will come through, that, you know, because you're working on this side of you, and also I feel like for some of you there may be somebody that's in you know, in the family or in your circle, in your bubble, you know, in your life anyway, that may be holding, you know, may have that frame of mind or frame of thinking. Okay, so but because the Pentacles here, and this, you know, Capricorn is an earth sign, and this is an earth sign, I'm picking that's probably you. However, on saying that, there could be somebody else that's in there, and it could be you as well as that somebody else. So just thinking outside the square. So yeah, the Six of Wands. So there's some sort of energy that's moving for you, though. I'm saying that through the month of May, and like I talked about, you know, earlier, you know, what had come through, what Spirit brought through, there seems to be some sort of public acclaim or success. So. Which is the theme around this. So there may be something, you may be out there, you may be putting yourself out there, and it may not necessarily come to a monetary thing, but it may be in like right there and then. But it means what I feel like is that there is something out there, or someone out there where, or, you know, something that will happen where you'll see some results, basically, because of the way you've changed the way that you think, or you're changing the way that you think. So there's a steady progress there, is what Spirit is saying, towards, and, you know, because you've moved, the energy is moving, you've moved your energy, you've shifted the way that you're thinking and being. So, and you're actually seeing some like personal results in that sense, like something, yeah, a phase that you were going through, but also I feel like you're seeing like somebody else actually, you know, receiving that public acclaim and success as well. Interesting. Because of the energy that they've put, they've changed the energy and the way that they've looked at things. So it's a very interesting, you know, thing. So the month of May is a very interesting month for all of us, in one way or another. I'm just going to like shuffle these a couple more times because I'm feeling like I want to. Oh gosh, and these two fell out. Gosh, so we got more wands here. So we have the Three of Wands. So there's something to do with the completion of a first phase with the Three of Wands. So it's like there's, you know, so there's like, I'm saying 1, 2, 3. And I feel like there's two that's like whoever, you know, they've staked their ground. The wands are in the ground. So I feel like you've set your mark, or set the marks with the energy. And it's like you're looking out in the future. It's like it's where and what now, and about moving on. It's not so much where, and it is about where and what now, but it's there's that, but it's something, it goes deeper than that. It's like you already know, but it's like you've got to getting the information. You've got the information there, but it's not, and you kind of know where you want to go with it, but it's like just, and there's this thing about what I'm hearing is, and what I'm feeling is, it's just waiting for a little bit for more information. So spirit are bringing that, and it's waiting for a different phase too of you allowing things to roll in the way that they need to, because it's like they're talking about, because it's like there's that feeling that you need to let go of, control, okay? Because sometimes if we, when we can try to control things in the way that we think it should be, or could be, or we want it to be, and we can close, we can close all these other ideas and thoughts and opportunities from coming in to make the process flow even more fluidly or fluently. Smoothly, like actually flow, and that. So this is kind of where I'm feeling like this Pentacles comes in, which is, like I say, the theme of holding on to something. And then, but I do feel like, see, because the page of Cups has come through, and the Cups is about our feelings and our emotion, and and our intuition as well, because and with relationships, and our emotional connection to others and ourselves, on saying that, but it's like there's something that's moving because the page is there. So you're moving through something. The pages are, about the theme of the page of Cups is about new emotional beginnings. So, and he's like setting it up for, or like the night basically to where are they going? To create more movement, okay, more movement. I'm just trying to listen to what the words and how that they feel like they can best express it. So there's something about that as well as like best expressing it in yourself as well. So there's some sort of movement in there in the way that you express yourself. So it's new emotional beginnings. So there's something that you must break through for yourself. I know it can be quite exhausting, but the thing, I feel like the thing is, the sooner we go there and allow this energy to take us there, which it will, and the less we resist it, the quicker we can get the frack over it and move through it and understand it, so we can continue with a more fluid, flow, more flow in our lives and alignment into where it is we're wanting to go, be, do, or have in our life. So. And let's face it, we've all been put on a halt phase for this last month here, especially here in New Zealand, because we're in lockdown, and we're transitioning into going back to our new norm, building our new norm and what it looks like for each of us, and that sort of thing. So there's that sort of thing that's happening. So the new emotional beginnings and. So that's really awesome. So if you look at the page, he's like looking at this cup, and there's a fish in there. I don't really notice that because this has come up like yesterday as well when I did some reads for another sign. I can't remember whose that was. I think it might have been Scorpio. So there's something new, and it's like there's a new beginning, and that's coming, and it's like in this month that's for you in May. Cool. So look, and the skies are clear, the water is clear, you can see his reflection. So there's something that you will move through, you will have figured out, and it's like about yourself and about your relationship with others and about, and other people in your life, okay? Awesome. So flipping awesome. And then, and then I feel like it's only given me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards this month to work with people to this month. So, and the last card that's fallen out is the Two of Wands. So there is, work is underway, and there may be, it's maybe because I'm seeing this in between. You're standing in between it, so it may be that you are deciding what to do, even though there is this work underway, because you've got the Three of Wands, completion of a first phase. So they've gone back and you've sorted out, some stuff in these new beginnings. So you've sorted that out, but there's more energy there to let you know that there is work underway, and it's to do with some ventures and the ventures that are coming up there for you, another phase or a new phase. In energy and movement for you, and with these, with not just the emotional side or the spiritual side of you, but also in the physical side of you. Okay, so it's like your where they're going was like the physical, like deciding. There seems to be like some sort of decision there as well, because it's like you're in the middle and you could go, but I feel like some of this you'll just, it's like you'll take that with you, everything with you. It's like, yeah, I've not had that before. It's like you're taking all this energy with you and you're moving in these ideas and these thoughts. It's like you're taking action. And because you can see more so that actually, workers, I need to get underway with this, and I want to get underway with it, and the energy is moving for you. Okay, wow, for whatever is going on, because there's some different for you. It could be like with work, the way you're seeing your work, going back to work, or your career, your study. It could be your business, what you're in. I like opening up the scope and your scope and how you can change what you do to because times have changed, things have changed. Looking at different ways to expand your business or to create more of an income in your business. So it's really and what you're going to invest this money in or some money into, that sort of thing. But also it could be around home as well, doing things around the home and buying property. It could be anything that the project. It could be like you're doing something in the home with the property to create more value, and then to get to buy another property. So investment stuff as well for some of you. And it could be, it's just like there's endless possibilities there for you. Okay, I just feel like I want to draw out one more card. One more card wants to come out. I'm feeling like it might be in this one, or is it? Okay, that is that one. Jump it out. Oh, yep. Okay, that makes sense. So the Six of Cups, and it's about past memories and future dreams. Okay, so there's that sort of thing that will be going on. But I'm hearing, it's like looking towards the future and using, and not looking back to the past, but not letting it hold you, because the past is there. The past is in the past, but the past is there also mainly for us to learn from, not for us to hold on to and live in and and let us and be stuck in it. Okay, so it's about shifting. This is what part of this is about. It's like shifting from the past memories into the future. And, there are dreams out that you want, but we can't do it if we're not going to be stuck in the past and not let go of past thoughts, past feelings, and that sort of thing. Otherwise, we're just going to carry that with us all the way through and have a never-ending battle of, letting that go. Oh, this might happen, that might happen, da-da-da. This is what, but, the past is in the past, not in the future. Okay, and yes, there may be things that maybe will come up where it might feel like something like in the past has come up, but view it, visit it, and how did you work around that? And it's like it may be that you did something that was similar to what you did in the past to get to where you are, if something does come up. So it's like, okay, I see that, or it may be, okay, this, it may be that you see something that could potentially happen like was in the past, but it's like, because you know that, you're not going to go there, or you're going to work around and have a look at it, like get out of that box and to, not go there, basically, or find a solution. This is like solution based. Okay, I got that now. This is solution based, and I can understand that message for myself as well. And I'm a Gemini, so it's about looking for solutions, not looking for excuses. Okay, I get it now. Anyway, So this is really exciting, and this is basically your energy forecast for the month of May 2020, Capricorn. I'm really excited for you. There's lots of energy in here, so I hope that you utilize it, move in, and go with the flow of it, and and recognize your dreams and go for it. And yes, some of them are like stepping stones towards where you want to go in your dreams, but actually, at the end of the day, we're the only ones that can create it, no matter who you are or who we are. Okay. Anyway, I feel like I still want to quickly draw one more out. And if this is the Sacred Web deck, because I keep looking at them. There we go. Liberation 4. T is number 40 in the pack in this Sacred Web deck, Liberation. And look at this beautiful dolphin there. I love dolphins. They are one of my most favourite, and connection with them, animals or mammals that I work with or that work with me. We work alongside each other in a healing capacity. But anyway, so Liberation. I mean, I think that says it all by the end of the month. There's that feeling of liberation, and probably even going through the month with, taking the small steps or big steps, or, strides even for some of you throughout this month of May as well. There's that feeling of liberation. I was like, wow. And so the number 40 in, for me, this is number 40 in the deck. So number 40 is about, stability. Stability and security, foundation within our lives and within ourselves. Okay, so this is what this is all about, and and the grounding. Okay, doing grounding basically. But it's when I say stability and foundation, and because it's related to our I'm just relating that to our base chakra. That's foundation. But it's like, where are they going with it? I feel like this is, this is something, that's because this is bigger. That's why I'm having a wee thing, because I'm like, this is foundation, okay. And that in creating one, okay, a firm one within yourself. This is what this month is about, and where you are, and where you're moving to from now or into the future, because they go back to this, with this change, okay, with this new vision that you have, or this, it's kind of like really interesting. But there's a feeling of liberation, that you've figured something out. There's been a shift, whatever it is that's going on with you, and because the 0 is about, going back to the beginning or the new beginnings, okay, and it's about, the beginning of a new cycle, because you've figured that part out. So you go into the next phase of, maybe I'm hearing like creating it, okay, on another level, okay. This is like branching off with that one. So because it's like you've got that, like in a mentally emotional capacity, it's like the way that you think, the thoughts and that sort of thing, and going in your head, but also like the physical side of it, because you've sussed that out, you're more comfortable about moving into this next phase. Cool. Yay. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now. So, like I say, I was just about to say, I hope that resonates with you. And I'm just going to say that it may not right now. If it does, wonderful. If you can see that pattern already within you. If it doesn't, it's probably because this is a forecast. So you may not get it until until the rest of the beginning of throughout this month. Okay, because things are starting to unfold. And if you don't, and that's okay, like I said, check out your other signs. So, there's a little bit of indigestion there. So there may be something that might come up there that it's not quite right for you, which doesn't sit well for you, and you might be feeling like that's a bit hard to digest. But it's like go in there and figure out what it is that is your thinking and your feeling is hard to digest, because I think talking about this comes from that. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So have an amazing month of May, and so many more amazing months that are going forward from May as well. And I'll see you at the end of this month and or the beginning of next month. Okay. Anyway, bye for now.